Hello you guys, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I do want to show you how to crochet this granny square bag. If you have some yarn stash that you want to bust away, well, this is the perfect crochet project for you. It is easy for beginners, so without further ado, let's just get into it. So to crochet this handbag, we will need a granny square, and the pattern is the same, but we will need them in two colors. And by two colors, I mean one color is where the black color is the main color, and another granny square is the same pattern, just that the main color is the beige in my case. So I'm going to show you the pattern, and then you can divide it on 8 granny squares with the black color as a main color, and 9 granny squares with the beige color as a main color. For this I have used an Aran yarn, which is quite chunky, and I think it's medium. USA terms is medium, and yeah, it's a medium yarn. And I have paired it with a 6mm hook. So now I'm going to start the pattern of the granny square, and I'm going to start here at the center. To start the center, first we are going to do one magic circle. So pull through a loop, and we are going to start by crocheting 4 chain stitches. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now I'm going to crochet 1 double crochet in the magic circle. So you're going to start by having this hole. Then I'm going to crochet another 2, so 3 double crochets. Then I'm going to do 2 chain stitches. Then I'm going to repeat again the same pattern 2 more times. So I'm going to have this 2 sets of 3 double crochet. Together with this set, there are going to be 3 sets of 3 double crochets and 2 chain stitches. So I will see you once I crochet another 2 sets of this. So once I have 3 of these sets, so I have 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets, and the whole. Now for the last one, I am going to crochet 2 double crochets in the magic circle, of course. Then for the 3rd double crochet that we need for the set, because each set has 3 double crochets, first I'm going to pull the yarn. Then here, where I have these chain stitches, the 4 chain stitches that I did, these 2 of them, they are going to count as a double crochet for this last set. So we're going to have 4 sets with 3 double crochet each, but the last one, this is going to count as a double crochet for the last set. Okay, so once I finish this last 2 double crochets, I have this 2 loops, which normally I should finish like this, but what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to change the color from here, because I will start the 2nd round with the black color. So for that, I am going to insert the hook, because this hole that we did here, these 4 chain stitches, 2 of them, they count as a double crochet for the last set over here. So I am going to insert the hook on the 1, 2 on the 2nd chain stitch, and I'm going to leave the beige yarn, and I'm going to pick the black yarn. I'm going to yarn over and pull through all these 3 loops. So like this, I changed color, I closed the round, and in the same time I did change the color. I'm not going to cut the beige yarn in the back, I'm just going to leave it like that. hanging. So then next thing that I'm gonna do, as you can see, I finished the beige round. So I finished this round over here. This one is finished. So now I'm starting the black one over here. So for that I am going to do one slip stitch here in the hole where I have the hole. I'm gonna do one slip stitch. So now I am actually starting the second round. So now I'm going to do again 4 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3 and 4. It's difficult to see with the black, but just follow my counting. So I am going to crochet right here in the hole 3 double crochets. So where I have the hole, 3 double crochets. So once I finish 3 double crochets, one set of 3 double crochet, then I'm going to have also this hole over here, and these 2 chain stitches are going to be used for the next one, okay, for the last one. So I am going to now jump to the next hole, and to the next hole I'm going to crochet. There are no chain stitches over here, okay, so there are not going to be any chain stitches. So I'm going to jump over here, do one set of double crochet, of 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3 double crochet. Then because I need to do the corner, because here I need to do the corner, so I'm going to crochet 2 chain stitches, and then inside here again one set of 3 double crochet. And this is the corner. So here to jump, I'm not going to do any more chain stitches, but I'm just going to jump to the next corner, and I'm just going to follow the same pattern. I'm going to do one set of 3 double crochet, 2 chains, and another set of 3 double crochet again in this hole. So I'm going to repeat this pattern 2 times, and then I will tell you how to finish up the pattern for the second round. So here we are. I finished also the last corner over here, and without doing any chain stitches I am jumping directly on the corner over here, and since this one is counted as 1 double crochet, I'm going to crochet another 2 double crochets here in the corner. And then what I'm going to do next, I am going to insert the hook at the chain, at the second chain here. I'm going to leave the black color, and I'm going to pick the beige color from the back. And I'm going to do 1 slip stitch and pull a little at the black. So here it is. I finished the second round, and I also changed the color. So I finished this round over here, So now I'm starting the third round with the beige color. So for that, I'm just going to follow and repeat the same pattern that we did for the black one. So I'm going to do 1 single crochet here, and here now I will start the pattern. 4 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 double crochet in the hole. And now, because I don't need to turn the corner over here, I don't need to do any chain stitches. So I'm just going to jump to the next hole, and I'm going to crochet another set of 3 double crochets. And here I am again going to the corner, but I'm not turning the corner. So I'm jumping again to the next one, and I'm going to do the pattern 3 double crochets, 2 chain stitches, 3 double crochets, all in this corner over here. So now 2 chain stitches because I'm turning, and again in the same hole 3 double crochets. And now I will just repeat this pattern on these other sides. So I'm just going to where I have the holes but I don't turn the corner, I just crochet 3 double crochet and without chain. And then I jump over here again. From here, jumping here, I don't need to do 2 chain stitches. The 2 chain stitches we do always only when we have the corner over here. And here at the corner, we always follow the pattern 3 double crochets, 2 chain stitches, 3 double crochets. So I hope this makes sense. So I'm just going to repeat it this pattern 1, 2, until I finish this one over here, and then I will tell you how to connect, which is the same that we did for the black one, but anyway I will show you how to connect over here. So let's repeat this pattern 1, 2 times. So here we are, I finished all around. Now I'm just going to tell you the pattern for the corner over here. So for the corner, since this chain stitches over here, 2 of these chain stitches, they count as a double crochet. So in here, in this hole, I'm just going to crochet another 2 double crochets, and together with the 2 chain stitches will be a set of 3 double crochets. So 1 and 2. So once I finish that, I am just going to insert the hook at the chain number 2. I'm going to leave the beige and I'm going to pick the black color. And I am going to do 1 slip stitch through the chain stitch here and through the loop that I have. So like this, I finished the second round, and in the same time I changed color. So we finish this round over here. Now we are going to start the pattern for the 4th round, which is with black color over here. So it's just the repetition of this of the 3rd one, just that we have not anymore just 1 set here in the middle, but we have 2 sets with 3 double crochets here. So I'm going to do 1 more single crochet, and now I just start the same pattern. So I will do 4 chain stitches and then 3 double crochets here, and then I'm going to do 1 set of 3 double crochets, 2 sets of 3 double crochets on the corner. So if in the previous row we had only 1 set of 3 double crochets here, for the next row we have actually 2 sets of double crochet, 1 here and 1 here. So with each round we add just 1 set of 3 double crochets on this side. The pattern for the corner remains the same. So I'm going to continue now and crochet this round, which is the same with the 3rd one, just that I have only 2 more over here. Then I'm going to change and crochet the 5th round, which is with beige. And at the beige is the same pattern for the corner as I have showed you, just that I have 3 sets of pattern, 3 sets of 3 double crochets here to crochet. So for the second row we have no sets here in the middle. For the third round we have one set here of 3 double crochets. For the fourth round we have 2 sets of 3 double crochets, as you can see, and for the fifth round with a page we have 3 sets of 3 double crochets. The pattern in the corners just remains the same. So I'm just going to continue finishing that, and then you will end up with the pattern like this, and you can just do one chain stitch and cut the yarn. Then this is the pattern for the granny square, but you have to alternate it, of course. 8 you're gonna do with the main color with black color, and 9 you're gonna do with the main color beige color. This is what I actually did. So here we are. Here are my granny squares, 8 with a black and 9 with a beige. Now I am going to give you some measurements, but these are rough measurements because the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to put them in water and I'm going to block them because I don't like that they are wobbly like this, and when you sew them, when they are like this, the shape, it will be not really nice. So I do want to fix their shape first, and then I will sew them together and I will show you how to connect them together. So the measurements without blocking them are nearly 14 centimeters, and it should be also 14 on this side. Yeah, 14 on this side. So it's 14 centimeters and 14 because it's a square. But even if it's a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller, that is fine as well. So now I am going to just put them into water, soak them into lukewarm water, and then I'm going to block them so they all have the same shape and they are not wobbly like this. Okay, and then I will show you how to connect them all together. Okay, you guys, here we are. The squares, the granny squares, are all blocked and they have a much better shape now because they are all squares and not wobbly as they were before. Sorry, this is in the back. So this is how the granny squares look like, and you can see that the shape is changed and they are more manageable, I would say, now than how they were before, and flat. Okay, now I am going to show you the placement for this bag, how we are going to place the granny squares. Then I'm going to show you how I am going to sew them. I'm just going to use sewing. Okay, you guys, so here it is. This is the placement of the granny squares. So you're gonna have the beige ones in a row of 3 and black ones in a row of 4. And then you're gonna have 1, 2, 3 rows of 3 with beige and 2 rows of 4 with black as the main color. So let's sew all of them like this now, and let me show you how I'm gonna do that. Okay guys, so here we are. I do want to show you how to do this sewing, and if you can see this sewing, it is without, you can't see where the sewing is, like it's invisible sewing. The problem is that with this color, because there is the black, I know that you can't really see what is going on. So that's why I am doing the tutorial with these 2 samples. I did the granny square, but with light colors. So let me show you how to do this invisible sewing here. And yeah, let's start. So what I'm going to do, actually the invisible sewing, it is not done in the front, but it is done in the back, which means that we are going to sew this side together. I am going to do it with this color, but you can do it also with a dark color. That is not a problem. So first of all, you're gonna have to do a big knot at the beginning, and then first I want to show you which loop are we sewing. So if you see here, we have 2 loops. We have the front loop, which is the one on the right side, and then we have the back loop, which is the one on the back side. And the same thing is over here as well. So if you can see, this is the front, and this is the front loop, which is on the front side. And then we have the back loop, which is in the back side. So we are going to sew the back loop with a back loop. So here is the back loop, and here is the back loop. I hope this makes sense. We are not going to sew the front loops, but we are going to sew them from the back side. At least this is how it works for me. It's very easy. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm going to put this yarn firstly, a little bit tangle it. Here we have 2 chains, so I have 1, 2 chains where I have the hole, and I am going to grab the back loop of chain. So I'm working all from the back side, right? The back loop of the first chain here. So 1 chain I'm going to leave it on this side, and 1 chain comes with this side. So just the back loop. Okay, and now this back loop of this chain over here, I'm going to connect it again on the back side with the back loop of the chain over here. So the back loop of this chain goes with the back loop of this chain. So I went here, I grabbed the back loop, and now I'm going to, here's front loop, and then here is back loop. So my chains are 1 and 2. So not the front, but the back loop of the chain. So we are kind of also matching the stitches, okay? So this chain here corresponds to this chain over here. Then I'm going to insert the sewing needle on the next back loop, which is the stitch here. So then I'm going to sew it here on the back loop of the next one and go back where I have the back loop of the first chain. Then I am going to the back loop of the next stitch and go back to the back loop of the first stitch of the blue. Then I'm going to, so where I have the yarn, I'm going 1 stitch further, okay? But where the yarn is not, I'm going back to the same stitch. Always back loop. So I'm going to the next back loop, but back to where the yarn came from on the other side. So since my yarn is here, I am going to the back loop of the next stitch, but go back to the back loop where I came from. I hope this makes sense. So this is how this stitch is going. Just go. I have the yarn here, so that means back loop of the next stitch, but here, no, I'm not going to go to the next stitch, but to the stitch, to the back loop that I came from before. But here I'm going 1 further, and here I'm going back to the back loop where I came from. And here 1 more further back loop, but back to the stitch, to the back loop where I came from. So I really hope that this makes sense. So you just continue that until, so I'm back loop here, until the last stitch of the corner over here. Yeah, so this is my chain. So here I am on my chain. I'm going to go back to the back loop here. And then I'm going to the back loop of the first chain here, and then go back to the back loop of the first chain on the other side. So now I have all the corresponding stitches 1 by 1. And another thing that I'm going to do here is just pull a little bit the yarn. It would have been better if I would have pulled it from the beginning. Here it is. Now I pulled it. I'm going to tangle the end so it will not escape. And here it is. You can now see that the connection here, because we have sewn the back loop with the back loop, and these two front loops, you can't see. It is invisible sewing. I think this colors, rather than the one that I am doing the bag, show this very, very well. So this is how we are going to do the sewing, and I did that as I showed you previously, so it looks like this. And just using this sewing, I will continue to sew all the pieces with the pattern that I just gave you. Okay, you guys, so here it is. This is the whole pieces all together, and next what I need to do is assemble this bag, like put this all together. But before I assemble the bag, I am first going to line it. And I am going to line it first because this shape, it is very irregular. So I can't assemble the bag and then line the bag. So for that, first I am going to place down the material, the fabric that I have for the lining. You can get a lining of your choice. I'm just getting this one because I have a lot of this fabric. It is cotton, but you can use other materials as well. Then next I'm going to place the big panel of my bag over here, and I am going to trace the shape and then cut it. I'm not going to leave any corner over here. I'm not going to leave like a centimeter or so, because then I can just leave it fixed here. Because I am going, this is a fabric that is kind of, it's open up, so it's kind of elastic a little bit, so it gives you the space to sew with it. But if your fabric is really crunchy and really it doesn't have any stretch in it, then I would suggest you to leave like a centimeter or so. But in my case, I don't need to, so I am going to trace it now. Okay, so once all is traced, I'm gonna take it out, and then I am going to cut here where I have the traces. Okay, so here we are. Once all the panel is cut, what I'm gonna do next, I am going to line it over the top of the bag. So the thing that I need to line is the back side. So the back side with the back side, okay? So we need the right side from the outside. I hope this makes sense. It rhymes. So yeah, let's just first place the two together. Now we are going to need the pins, because we have to pin it all around and then it will not move. Okay, so here we are, and once it's all pinned, put as many pins as you need in all the corners, because it would be more safe like this. Things are not going to move around. It's better to put one more pin and be safe, rather than to not put one or two pins, save a little bit time on this process, and then the things move around. So that is what I would do. So now the next thing that I'm going to take, I'm going to use the same thread, the same color thread, and of course with a sewing needle, and I am just going to sew it all around. Nothing fancy or anything. What I would do, I would turn the side of the fabric, I will turn it inside in a little bit, then I would sew. So let me show you how I would do this in more details. Yeah, so as I told you, I wouldn't do anything crazy, but I will take the corner here and I will turn it inside, from the inside a little bit, because it allows me to have some fabric on the inside, like this. Yeah, and I would leave a little bit here of the bag because it's okay. And I am just going to sew very simple sewing, nothing fancy, just like this. Just I'm not going to put it on the other side, like I don't want to show this on the other side. So So here at the corner I will turn again, like this, and I will just continue on this side. So this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm just going to continue sewing all around, and yeah, let's finish the sewing of the inside lining. Okay, you guys, so here we are. I finished all the sewing of the inner lining. So it's now time to just assemble this bag together. So I am going to show you how to assemble. It is very easy. So now let's put together this bag. And for that, what we are going to do is sew this side with this one and this side with this one. So it is going to be like this. We are going to sew these two sides together and we are going to sew these two sides together. I hope this makes sense. So just bring these two sides on here, and the same thing on the other side. We are going to sew this side over here and this side over here. I am going to sew them with the same acrylic yarn and with a tapestry needle. Just get a tapestry needle and some acrylic, and I'm going to sew them the same way as I sew the granny squares. So let's just continue sewing this one here and this one over here. The same thing on the other side. Okay, you guys, as I told you, I connected both sides, the triangle here and also the triangle on the other side. But before we put the other accessories, we also have to do one last sewing, which is, so if you turn from the outside, the bag will look like this. And we have to do one last sewing, which is this granny square over here. So we're gonna have to sew this granny square also on the side here and also on this other side. And the two black ones, just leave them without sewing. Okay, so this is the last sewing that we're gonna do here on the sides, these two, and then I am going to show you the handles. Here we are. I also sew the two sides, the squares here, the granny squares, also on the side. So this is what you are going to end up with. Now the next thing, I got these handles. These are leather handles, and the funny thing about this is very easy to install. They have these clips over here. I don't know how you call this one, and you just put it through and then you just click it here. And this is very easy. So what I'm gonna do in here, where I have the granny squares at the top, I have also this that I did not sew. So I have this hole over here on both sides, like this. So that is where I'm going to put the handle. So first I'm going to open up, then I'm going to put this one here through the hole and just click. Then the other one on the other side. And this is how it looks like. And I'm gonna put the other handle on the other side. And this is how the handbag looks like. I hope you can see. This was very easy and I think very pretty. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if so, just give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider to subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!